are already 2 weeks in from that eclipse. The eclipse thing was April the 8th, and I made a video right here in downtown Cadiz 2 weeks ago on April the 8th about the eclipse that came through here. So we are now past that 2 weeks, April the 22nd, 2024. Again, downtown Cadiz, Kentucky, historic. Some people call it historic downtown Cadiz, Kentucky. And if you know anything at all about downtown Cadiz, Kentucky, this is basically a multifaceted area for antique shops. I think there's like 4 or 5 antique stores right here in a row. And if you're really into antiquing, Cadiz, Kentucky is the place to come. So we are actually right outside the Pig's Tail ice cream shop, but it's actually more than that. It's an antique shop. It's the old hotel. Is that right?
Yes.
This used to be an old hotel. So, now what actually is the name of this antique place?
This is the Cadiz Antique Mall.
Okay, this one is called the Cadiz Antique Mall. Okay, so this is, there's so many different ones. There's Cherokee down there. There's Cherokee Antiques. There's many. There's the Purple Pig. There's many. But this one was called the Antique Mall, and this place actually used to be a hotel in Cadiz, and inside, if I'm correct, there's a register inside.
Yes, you can hear it from the sidewalk, actually.
You can hear it?
Yes.
What do you mean you can hear the fact?
When they do a sale in there, and I've been painting the pig, I can hear the cash register.
Okay, we are with Gail Cannon, and Gail, tell me more about that. You can hear the old-fashioned cash register?
Yes, you can hear it, the sounds it makes, and the drawer opening and shutting from out here.
So they use an old-fashioned, is it the original old-fashioned?
It is. It's beautiful. You need to go in and look at it.
We will. We'll make another video about that. It's the old-fashioned cash register. So again, I am with Gail Cannon, and Gail, tell me what are you doing? What are you working on?
I'm working on the Pig's Tail ice cream pig. It has been here for several years, and it was healing, so I came in and I'm giving it a facelift.
Okay, but why are we painting pigs in the first place? What is Cadiz known for?
Cadiz is known for our world award-winning country hams. Broadbed's country hams put the pigs on the map, and with their beautiful hams.
So would you say that almost every business in downtown Cadiz pretty much has a concrete pig?
They do.
And when did that start? When did all the concrete pigs start in downtown Cadiz?
They started a ham festival, and I can't recall the exact year that the ham festival started. And then they ordered the pigs. The city ordered some, and others bought their own. And each pig has been detailed to represent the businesses, and the kids love them. They'll sit on them, and they've just become an attraction.
Iconic. They've become iconic. I believe 1975, 1976.
I think that's right.
It was mid-70s that they started the ham festival, which is always in October.
Yes.
And so they've had, downtown Cadiz has had concrete pigs ever since then?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to date myself. That's longer than I've been alive. So Cadiz, Kentucky has been having concrete pigs longer than I've been alive. Is that pretty much,
I actually don't know what year they got the pigs. They came later, I think.
Oh, they came later.
I'm not sure what year. I know some of the pigs that I've been repainting were dated 2009.
Oh, okay. Okay, but the whole concept started with the ham festival then.
Yes.
Do you know who decided to bring the concrete pigs into that? Is there any local folklore on that?
No, I just think that the city decided to do it.
Okay. And so you get commissioned to paint spruce up and freshen up the pigs?
Yes.
And how did you get into that?
Well, my friend Jeannie Bodine owns the Purple Pig, and her pig was in need of repair, so I painted it. And her pig's name's Petunia, so it's purple and it has various color petunias on it. And I've always been a local artist, but I never thought about painting concrete pigs. So I've been affectionately named the pig painter now. So But that's how I got started, is I painted the purple pig Petunia. And City Hall was watching me and walked over, and then I've painted a few before then. Like I painted Main Street Pharmacy. I put that one in a lab coat and did vintage labels on its back. It was a lot of fun. We're getting ready to do the Cracker Barrel pig out next to I-24. It's going to be a wooden barrel like this with their logo. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, how nice.
Yes.
Okay, nice. And then you've got the mason jar down there. You're going
Yes.
to paint that one bright hot pink, aren't
It's
you?
going to be fluorescent pink, and it's going to have her new logo jar on it.
That's nice.
Mhm.
And talking off camera, you said you already have 4 hours invested in this.
Yes. The paint on here had to be removed, and then I had to wash the pig and everything. And you have to paint them when they're wet.
Oh, you have to paint them
Yes.
while they're wet.
If you paint a dry concrete pig, the paint will come off. It'll dry and pop off. But if it's wet, it'll sink down into the pig as it dries.
Now, did you learn that by trial and error?
I don't remember how I learned that.
But now, is that with all concrete things? Not obviously not just the
Yes.
pig, but that's with all
Yes.
concrete things.
Yes, and then a good few layers of a nice sealer, because like I said, the children love these. They're going to be climbing on them and getting pictures. This is another picture opportunity during the ham festival. You'll see the pigs with all the
That's
children
true.
and adults.
Well, that's true. I have seen children climb on the pigs and
Yes.
take pictures with
Yeah.
that. So, how many pigs would you say that you have painted in downtown Cadiz?
That eludes me. I don't know.
Maybe 15, 20?
10 or 15 maybe.
Okay.
They're scattered up and down the street.
Right. So, do I understand you correctly? Did it start with Petunia? It started with Petunia, and you just got more pigs from there?
Yes.
And how long ago did you paint the pig for the purple pig?
I don't know.
Just many
Yes.
years ago. And then of course you said that City Hall is right across the street.
It is.
And then they saw that. So, so I was being nosy. I was in your paint box, and I noticed these templates. And you said that you actually made these.
Yes, I make them, and then I can stamp in the details, and then I come back and paint them by hand.
Okay, so tell me about your inspiration for the designs on these pigs, on this particular pig.
Well, Mary, who owns the Cadiz Antique Mall here, she's wonderful. She said, I want you to paint my pig. And I said, what do you want it to look like? And she said, I trust you, just paint it. So I was thinking, and I thought, we're all about pigs, right?
Right.
So why don't I do pig faces for the ice cream flavors?
That's lovely. So that's your own, obviously, unique idea.
Yes, well, it's inspired by the internet,
Right.
but I still wanted to do.
So obviously you couldn't just go to Hobby Lobby and buy pig ice cream cone templates.
No.
You had to make those yourself.
Yes.
Because, well, I mean, so you go beyond just painting. You are an artist in your own right. I mean, anybody that can make a template and work from a template has to be an artist.
I want them to have one of a kind, things that are unique.
So are you typically given, when you are commissioned to do a pig, are you typically given the freedom to do it the way you want, or do they usually have ideas of what they want?
I recently did the Lions Club pig, and it's the next pig up the hill from the purple pig Petunia. It was donated by a gentleman, and it was painted already when it was donated, and it had a lion's head painted, and it had faded over the years, and the paint was all coming off. And the Lions Club president asked me to paint that pig and to use the same theme out of respect for that gentleman. So when he comes back to town, he'll be able to see his pig all fresh.
So you just freshened it up then?
Well, I gave it a little bit more of a flair.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I still stuck with the same theme.
Right.
And the other thing that she wanted me to do is she wanted me to make sure that I put "We Serve," the Lions Club. That is their motto, "We Serve."
Okay.
So it's in a big red heart at the bottom.
All right, and you have a project that you're working on, if I understand it correctly, where you are putting together a portfolio?
Yes, I actually have a Facebook page called The Painted Pigs of Cadiz, Kentucky. And it's so new that it really hasn't got very much on it at all. But I intend on going around and gonna do interviews for the people that have the pigs out in their business, and not only the ones I paint, but the ones they paint. Some people like to paint their own pigs.
Okay.
And there's a lot of artists, and a lot of good painted pigs.
Okay.
So, but I thought I would give everybody a shout out, every business here, because
whether you painted it or not,
yes,
whether
absolutely.
you just to recognize the business and their pig,
Yes.
whether you painted it or not.
There's several places in the United States that have things that are unique, that are painted out front in their downtowns and things, and I wanted us to have the same thing so we can get ours out there too.
So do I understand, Gail, that you have already established the Facebook, but you just don't have anything on it yet? Or
I don't have anything on it. I just have one pig, I think, or maybe two on there, but it'll start. I'm going to start loading them up and putting them on there.
and so your Facebook is called The Painted Pigs of Cadiz, Kentucky.
Yes.
Is that, and that's going to be
Yes.
your the Facebook page, The
Yes.
Painted Pigs of Cadiz, Kentucky. So even though you just started it, you're going to start loading up pictures and then featuring the different businesses.
Yes.
Is that correct? So people can now go to it and follow it, correct?
They can. And
Okay.
it'll be updated as I have an opportunity to go through and talk to everybody and get pictures and things. And I just want everybody to be able to tell everybody a little bit about their business and bring some more things this way.
Do you think that if it grows big enough on Facebook, do you think that you'll ever maybe make a printed form of it and take it into like a booklet?
I haven't really ever given that any thought.
Like if somebody were really into photography, they could go around Cadiz and take pictures of all the different pigs and make really nice pictures and put those in a book.
They could.
That would probably be a #1 seller here in Western Kentucky, probably. Now, you said that in your travels, other places are known for other things. So we have the pigs, the painted pigs, but what else have you seen in other communities?
There's a lot of other communities that are taking some of the old vintage buildings and some of the walls and things, and they're doing nice pictorial things on them. I think that one of the ladies up here I think she's going to do the same thing, and I think she may have me to help her, and I think we may bring the children in and let them do the paintings.
Well, that's nice. Kind of make it like
We'll supervise it and yes.
Well, that's
It's
good.
looking good, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
And you can't miss the pop. You can't miss the blue, can you? What shade of blue is that anyway? What do you call that?
Mary calls it Tiffany blue.
Tiffany blue. Oh, okay. All right.
It's about the same color as your shirt.
Yes, kind of like let's see. Y'all see my shirt that I have on? It's like a turquoise. Yeah, it's kind of like a turquoise. So,
You want to promote this lady right here, okay? She does such a...
Thank you.
Yeah.
oh yeah. Well, I'm getting her. We're making a video, right? So you're in my video. So, what's your name, sir?
Ricky.
Ricky.
Yeah.
And Ricky, you like her pig?
Yeah.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And look, did you see how she's putting pig faces in the ice cream? Now, do you typically paint the same thing on both sides? Or
Yes.
you do typically?
It may be different,
Well,
but
that is very nice, I must say.
thank you.
You are a very nice painter.
Yes, she is. So you do more times than not paint the same thing on the other side?
Yes, I will definitely paint the logo. Some of the flavors may vary on the other side, and I also have to detail the hoofs. I will shade in the areas on the pig that need shading. Also, will detail the eyes
Right. You're gonna
and the nose.
Okay, so these are all the smaller extra details then.
Yes. Now this is going to be probably a black and white checkered floor.
Oh,
I think that would be good for an ice cream shop.
I think so. Like an
Yes.
old-fashioned black and white
Yes,
checkered
an
floor.
apothecary type floor. I think would be beautiful.
I think that will be nice too. So
I'm
that's
going to do it at an angle. It'll be black and white checkered.
Now, do you typically have to spend several days, or do you ever get one knocked out in one full day?
It depends on the detail
And probably the weather.
And if they leave it to me and I have to think on it. If they know exactly what they want, it moves faster. But if they tell me to do what I want, it takes a little longer because I have to think on it. Because I want them to have something that they're proud of, and I have to use my imagination.
Oh, well, it looks like you certainly have. I like your idea of the black and white checkered floor. I like
I think
that.
that'll set off the color. It'll make it pop, and it'll give it that old-timey ice cream thing.
I think so. I think so. Ricky, what do you think?
She does an excellent job.
Have you seen her other pigs?
Yeah.
She's been painting pigs all over the place, and she says she's affectionately known as the pig painter.
Yeah.
Do you like that label?
That's
You'll take
fine.
it, right?
It was a bit odd at first, but that's fine.
Yeah, okay, all right. So what are some of your favorite pigs of Cadiz, Kentucky?
Oh, I like them each one. I mean, it was.
Have you seen the purple pig down there?
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
like the she painted that one?
Yeah, I like all of that.
Okay, all right. Are you a longtime resident of Cadiz?
Well, I've been here last 4 years.
Oh, you've been here 4 years. Okay, and so have you gotten used to seeing all the concrete pigs here?
Yeah.
We're kind of known for that here in Cadiz.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you being in my video.
Yeah.
You didn't know that you were going to walk into an interview,
No.
did you?
No.
So when I stop filming, I'm going to tell you all about my channel. All right? When I stop filming, so if you want to stick around for a minute.
Yeah.
So have you actually done any on the other side yet?
I have not.
Okay,
You
so
can actually see what it looks like before I do anything.
so
else
let's
with it.
see. Okay, so this is, you calling this Tiffany blue, and so this is kind of what she started with. What she already has, she will have this side to do, and she's got a beautiful day to do. It's very beautiful today. So I can see the pores, the concrete pores, and you said that that's why it has to be painted while it's wet.
And when you paint it and it's wet, it pulls the paint down into the pig.
Okay.
And you have to brush it. You cannot spray paint these.
Oh,
It'll sit on top and peel off.
is that
It
right?
has to be brushed.
Now, again, is that something that you have learned from trial and error? Have you tried to spray paint them, or you just know from trial and? I mean, you just know from experience on painting other
Yes.
things. So that's a general rule about concrete: is you
Yes.
can't spray paint concrete because of how porous it is. Then, okay, and let me just kind of show everybody the ice cream. Look at that. She's got pig face ice cream. Look at that. And then I'm going to step behind you, and again, look at the details. That's amazing. Now, before we wrap this up, tell me again, we talked off camera that you not only paint, but you also do tattoo work.
Yes.
You want to talk to me about that?
I am a permanent cosmetic artist that I also do regular conventional tattoos. I've been doing that. I was actually the first tattoo shop in Tree County. I made the paper. I had a color picture in there. That Tattoo Girl was the name of my business. And I continue to do, I do eyebrows and eyeliner and lips and things of that nature. And plus I do just regular tattoos as well.
And how long have you been doing that?
Since 2009.
And how did you get into that?
Well, I lived in Florida for a few years, and I worked I was a manager at Saks Fifth Avenue, and it was really hot in Florida, and I went and got permanent eyeliner done. And one day, I just decided as a hobby, I would try to learn how to do that. So,
Okay.
I've been doing permanent makeup ever since.
So, do you mind? I'm putting you on the spot here, but could you take your glasses off? Could we look at some of your eye makeup? Could we do that? Since now, obviously, you didn't do yourself. Obviously,
I did.
Oh, you did do yourself. Okay, so I'm just gonna zoom in on your face. Okay, and so your eye makeup is permanent. Now, what happens if you? I mean, obviously, you have to make the right decision on the colors, because if you don't like the colors, then it's permanent.
Yes.
So, is there a lot of thought that goes into that about?
Well, actually, there's a thing called a Fitzpatrick chart, and that tells you if you're blonde and fair, or if you're dark and olive, and such. Certain
Okay.
colors work best on certain things. Like, you cannot use pure black on dark skin. If you do, it'll pull blue.
Really?
So you always use a brown black on dark skin, and then it heals in black.
Okay.
And
Now,
the same with olive complexion. It'll pull green. So you have to know what colors work best on which skin.
and
You
you've
have
got
to
that.
respect the person.
You've got that all figured out
Yes.
then, and you've
And
done.
then you can use black to have a really dark eyeliner, or you can use a gray, or you can use a brown black. I don't recommend brown eyeliner. Brown eyeliner makes you look like you have the flu. It gives you rabbit eye.
Oh wow!
I just say, no, I won't do that because I don't want you to look sick.
Right,
I want
exactly.
everybody to look healthy and beautiful and happy.
So is that kind of? I have to ask. I mean, isn't it kind of scary to tattoo somebody's face? Isn't that kind of scary?
It is, especially when you first start, because the thing you have to do is you have to respect the person at all times, no matter what. And there's certain ways that you hold things, and there's certain ways you have to expect somebody to jump.
Right.
My instructor would go around kicking your chair, grabbing you. He didn't want you to be jumpy. He taught you to lift your hand.
Okay.
So, nobody's got me yet.
Okay. That's great. So you obviously have to like what you do in order to do something like that.
Yes. I like making people happy. You should see how happy people are when they get new eyebrows and new eyeliner.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I have to ask. I mean, it goes without saying, in your line of business, have you ever had anybody regret getting makeup tattooed? Of course, it's not your responsibility. That's on them. But I mean, have you ever had anybody regret it?
I think that I always talk to everybody before we do it. And the other thing I do as a safeguard is I draw their makeup on them. I draw it on with a pencil, a permanent marker in the right color. I let them see what they're going to look like before they get it.
Oh, okay.
I don't want them to have any surprises.
Right. Well, that makes sense. And I'm assuming that you probably have a very satisfied customer base.
Yes, thankfully, and I'm very, very humbled.
Are there any other tattoo artists in Cadiz, or are you it?
Yes. There's the Blue Horse Tattoo. It's out at it's west of Cadiz here. They're friends of mine. He's wonderful. He does beautiful work.
Okay.
He and I had a race to see who was going to get to be the first tattoo shop, and I beat him.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Well, that's amazing.
But like I said, they're wonderful.
Okay, so if you're not tattooing and tattooing makeup, then you are basically, I was going to say tattooing the pigs, but you are painting the pigs. And so you get a little enjoyment about through all these different varieties of artistic expression.
Yes, I love doing this. I also do portraits. I do portraits of people too.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so you have endless talent. You have talent with no end.
I had a wonderful art teacher, and I always give her credit.
Okay, what is the name of your art teacher?
Her name is Peggy Thomas Kemp.
Peggy Thomas. Was she a teacher?
Yes.
In the Peggy Kemp. Was she at Hopkinsville High School?
Tree County.
Oh, Tree County. Okay.
She's wonderful.
Okay.
She will teach you how to see what you're painting.
Okay.
And you can look at something and you still might not paint it, or you might not draw it. You have to draw what you see.
Okay.
And I didn't understand that until we were drawing these barns in a field one day with charcoal, and I had a really good start on mine, I thought. And she come by and she put her hands on her hips and she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm drawing that barn." She said, "No, you're not." I said, "Yes, I am." And she said, "You're drawing the front of the barn. Where are you sitting?" I said, "Oh, I was sitting on the side." She said, "You're not drawing what you see. You're drawing what you think you see."
That's amazing. So she was teaching you point of view, perspective.
Yes. She taught me how to see what I was doing.
And her name is Peggy Kemp.
Peggy Kemp.
Okay. And does she still actively teach art, or?
No, she's retired now.
Okay. You're a longtime Cadiz resident.
Yes.
Were you born here?
I was born in Tree County Hospital, just up the street.
Is that right?
Yes.
So your heart is your work is here in Cadiz, and your heart is here in Cadiz.
Yes.
That's amazing. Well, I appreciate your time. Again, we're talking with Gail Cannon, affectionately known as the Pig Painter of Cadiz, Kentucky, and I really appreciate your time, Gail, and I look forward later to coming back and seeing the black and white checkered and all the extra details, because I've kind of interrupted your work here. I basically saw you and I'm like, I gotta talk to this lady. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to seeing the pink pig down there at the mason jar. I'm looking forward to seeing that, and so we're going to talk to people to get them to go to the very new Facebook page called Painted Pigs of Cadiz, Kentucky.
Yes.
So new that you still have to get some things up there.
Under construction.
Under constructions. But we're going to tell people to go there now and to be make it on their friend now. The Painted Pigs of Cadiz, Kentucky. So let's take one more look at this awesome talent. And again, I'm talking to Gail Cannon. Gail, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, ma'am. And you have a wonderful, lovely day finishing. Are you going to name this pig too?
I don't know.
Does the pig have now the one at the purple pig is called?
Her name is Petunia.
So does this pig have a name?
Sometimes I name them.
Oh, sometimes you name them. So maybe you'll have to name this one. And maybe we'll find out later what this one's called. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.